Okay, so this past week, obviously, New Mutants came out, and the reason why it's kind of significant that it came out is because it really is like the first like major release, I guess, so to speak, that's been released since quarantine, coronavirus, COVID-19, all that shit has hit. And so, obviously everybody's like a little hesitant going back to the theaters. And that, isn't different for the actual, film reviewers. So we get an article from IndieWire that explains that they were actually that film reviewers are actually very nervous about seeing the film, especially if Disney wasn't going to have any sort of like, sort of assurances that, places are going to be wiped down. There's going to be masks. There's going to be, hand sanitizer, all that shit. They weren't giving any, Disney wasn't giving any sort of like, I guess, what would you call it? Assurances that these things were going to happen. So a lot of places were basically like, yeah, we're not going to review your movie because that is what happens, right? Before, like maybe a week or two before the movie comes out, you start seeing reviews pop up for the movie. That's because all the reviewers get to screen the movie early before it actually gets released. And so a lot of the reviewers are like, yeah, if you can't make the conditions great for us, then we're not going to fucking review your movie. But yeah, that's a very strange scenario. Even IndieWire, who actually put this article out, they were like, yeah, we're going to review this movie unless you can guarantee that we're going to see this movie without coming out with a couple coughs, a couple, sniffles, here and there. So yeah, what would you think about that?
So so to all the film publications, fuck you. Okay? If I'm Universal Studios, MGM, Paramount, Marvel, Disney, any of these film studios, I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah. So this is a single shot on, or I guess a double shot on Arain, because if I ever get employed by any of the studios, I just want you to know that these are his comments and not mine.
If I ever get employed by any of them, either way, I said this shit. So the arrogance of a lot of these like film publications to think that like they are so essential that these film studios need them to review their films in order for their films to like do good in theaters or on VOD, right? If I'm and who produced this? This is Disney, right? New Mutants. It's a Disney owned.
Well, it's property. It's Disney owned property, but only by way of Fox, which got bought up by Disney.
I don't need fucking IndieWire to review my film. Disney, I got long money. I got old money. Okay.
Old money.
Am I gonna make the theater clean for you? Maybe I'll give you free concessions, popcorn, soda. Sit the fuck down, watch my movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think it's a little bit of arrogance on the part of the film publications. Like guarantee.
How is this arrogance?
Guarantee me I'm not going to get COVID.
How is this arrogance? Just like,
how do you guarantee that?
Are you willing to go back to the theater right now?
No.
Exactly. Why?
If I'm a film publication, I feel like what they should really be asking the movie production studios to do is like make this available to me at home, do like a fucking special whatever, so I can watch it at home, review the film, maybe watch it over the course of like 2 or 3 days several times, and then I could give like the most accurate review of this film. What I'm not going to do is ask them to guarantee me that my theatrical experience will be like safe and I won't get COVID and blah blah blah. That feels like a little bit arrogant to me. It's like well, I need the whole theater to me by myself, maybe like one or two other people. I need to make sure the cushions and the chairs are soft. I need to make sure that the theater smells clean and fresh.
Okay, but there's a difference between asking that they have like health precautions and like asking if they're going to have like, Dove soap, like, what I mean? Like
sure. What they should have asked for is not health precautions. It's just availability of the content at home. That would have made more sense.
Okay, what if Disney comes back and says no, we're not going to do that? What are they supposed to do?
Then fuck Disney. Then I'm on the film publication side.
So that's basically what happened. But
what I'm seeing right now is like a lot of the film review publications. What they were saying was like make the movie theater experience, guarantee that it's going to be safe for us in order for us to review your film.
Because
how do the studios do that?
Because that's the only way that they can't. If they send it to, you know, whoever at home or whatever the case is, there's more likely a chance that the film's going to get pirated. It's going to get released before the actual release, and that's like one of the worst things for a film, right? Is just as you're about to release the film, for there to be like an exact, like, great high definition 4K copy of it just floating out there on the fucking internet, you know, like. Yeah. And so that's a risk you run if you do just send it to everybody at home, because you don't know what the fuck these people are doing with it. You don't know if they're selling it to somebody or doing whatever with it.
This is why Disney needs to hire me. We'll release the.
Tell us exactly why Disney needs to hire.
We'll release the film to one motherfucker at IndieWire.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'll go to their house and make sure that they alone watch the film. I'll be there with my strap, with my Glock 17. Okay.
But you actually might have COVID, so.
Maybe. Hey, listen. So what do you want? I can't guarantee you anything.
Not to get COVID.
You want the movie? I got the movie. I'll even get you Uber Eats. I got my Glock 17. Watch the movie, review the shit, leave a good review. Disney has that power. Disney has shooters. You think Disney doesn't have shooters? They've got shooters.
All right. We're going to move the fuck on.
You see, I take a good conversation.
Oh my God.
I just ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you know, obviously given the past of New Mutants, given the fact that it's been talked about for so fucking long, you know, and we've had the trailer for so long, you know, it's just like one, of course, this is another thing that fucking comes up with it. So whatever, the movie's released now, people can go watch it. And look, ironically enough, the people who said they weren't going to go, they weren't going to review the movie because there weren't safe conditions that were provided by Disney, they're still going to go to theaters to watch it, which is interesting because, I mean,
it's kind of it's like
theaters,
well, like, you know, Disney didn't provide safe conditions for us to review the movie, so we're not going to review it, but we're still going to go see it. It's like,
well, yeah, because I guess what they're betting is that the movie theater chain, whatever movie theater they go to, is going to provide safe conditions. Like they're going to be wiping
AMC
shit
doesn't
down,
have any money.
What?
AMC's broke.
Yeah, so they're spraying stuff on the seats. I don't know if that's disinfectant.
Yeah,
that might
be.
Who's
working at AMC? That might just be water right now. The Squeegee Boys in Baltimore. What? They're not providing safe conditions. AMC is hiring people on fucking Craigslist. Listen here. They get there 30 minutes before the theater opens. Rip the ticket. Tell them the theater number. That's all you got to do. The ticket. God. Theater 9.
Dude,
that's it.
I can't even.
That's it.
I can't. Like
cash
a lot
only.
Of, like a lot of those white women. I can't. I can't even. All right. Let's move forward here.